Carl Zaw on the Great Wall.
Alex, what up, man? Finally, we meet.
This is amazing. Okay, guys, I hope you can hear us there. We're live. We have the lovely Yulia working in the camera group today for us.
We are on the Great Wall of China.
And I think 5G is working well out here.
Yes.
We hope so. You're probably asking why I'm in a suit and why you're in your, I would say your, what are we going to call it? The statement? What is this?
This is a multipolarity shirt because this is a traditional Indonesian batik shirt, but this is a Belt and Road Forum in Beijing, and here I am representing all facets of culture. You know, we're both men of culture here.
Yes, we are.
We're well traveled,
sure.
And here we are traveled to the Great Wall of China.
And if you guys see in the distance there, Carl and I were just doing some interviews with RT Television. We have a break. We thought, hey, why not do a live stream from the Great Wall of China? Fantastic, and that's what we're doing. So for our audience, if you're not familiar with Carl, I'm going to leave the links in the description below. This is a guy, I call him the walking encyclopedia. Pretty good, yeah?
Thank you, yeah.
Not bad, huh? It's funny because let's chat about what happened, how we got here. I mean, I messaged you because I was like, oh man, I got to meet you eventually. Let's do a live stream together. And you're like, hey man, I'm on my way to Beijing. I'm like, well, I'm in Beijing. And then it's like, well, I'm on the wall. And you're like,
I'm on the wall.
I'm on the wall. So the next thing you know, we're here.
Yeah.
Carl, tell me, I mean, I call you the walking and talking encyclopedia.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's tell these viewers really about where we are. I mean, this is amazing. This like, if you have never seen this, guys, it truly is something.
A great wall. It truly is a great wall. Here we are on the Ming Dynasty Great Wall that was rebuilt in the between 1560 and 1580s. There has always been different great walls in the northern border of China, starting from 2,000 years ago in the Warring States period and then Han Dynasty. But by Ming Dynasty, the start of Ming Dynasty, they start building around the wall around Beijing because Beijing became the capital. And Beijing being very close to the Mongolian steppe, they need a defense network to fortify the defenses around the capital. But the wall that was built in the early Ming Dynasty was actually quite short. You know, there's nothing like the imposing structure we see right now. And so in 1550...
Oh, that's okay. Let's just continue to get it back there, guys.
But maybe
Here
make
we go.
it briefer.
That's okay? No, that's good?
Yeah.
You good? All right.
So
no worries. A little bit of wind up here, guys, so sometimes our camera drops out.
So some of you may have been aware of like the Mongol conquest, for example. You know, when Pax Mongolica covered most of the Eurasia, you know, China, Russia, Persia was all part of it. But by the 1300s, the Mongol Empire was on the decline, and the Ming Dynasty rose to overthrow the Mongol overlord back to the Mongolian steppe, but the Mongol power still remained in Mongolia. So there's in 1550, when the future general Qi Jiguang went to the capital Beijing to take the Imperial Civil Service exam to become a Mandarin, the Mongols broke through this part of the mountain and they raided as far as the suburbs of Beijing. So this Mongol raid left a deep impression under the young 20-year-old Qi Jiguang in the capital taking his test. And he eventually became a general. He was assigned to the southeast coast of China, fighting the Japanese pirates that was plaguing the Chinese coast. And he became a very famous general. He invented several styles of martial arts. He created a Chinese weapon called Miao Dao, which is based on the Japanese nodachi, which is this really wicked long blade. And he created an entire martial art on how to wield this giant sword that's almost as tall as me. And after his success against the Japanese pirates, he was promoted and made a governor of all this district around here. And he made an assessment of the wall. He said this wall is too short, too small. It's not going to be able to stop a serious Mongol raid. So he made a petition to then Chinese Prime Minister Zhang Juzhen. He said, you gotta give me money and cash so I can build truly a great wall. And the wish was granted, and by 1567, the reconstruction started. And this is what you see all around here. The Great Wall stretches all over the distance, just forever and ever. So this section of the wall from here to Beijing and all the way east to the sea was rebuilt by General Qi Jiguang starting from 1567 when he was the governor of this place. And it was built with bricks and mortars, and it's, what can I say, it's truly a great wall.
Amazing stuff. I mean, you know, I've done a little bit of my research, not as heavy as you do, okay? But over, I believe, 21,000 kilometers of combined wall. If you and I were to walk, and I saw you walking earlier today, huh?
I got to work out. I got to work out.
So it would take you about 18 months, they said, to walk the whole thing.
If you are very fit, yes.
Yeah, so me, about a year, right? No problem, no problem. But Carl, since we're on this iconic wall, let's talk about some other things that I think, you know, are important moving forward. And maybe you can share some things with our viewers about you and, you know, where you are as a Chinese. Are you in China? Are you living outside of China? What is life like with you? I mean, I've followed you for a couple of years, and you're very big on Twitter, man.
I followed you for a couple of years. I follow Alex because I was born and raised in the cities of Chongqing in southwestern China, and I'm always hungry for content of my homeland because I moved away from Chongqing when I was 13-year-old. I moved to United States to join my parents, and I live in US for about almost 30 years. So I'm always hungry for content about Chongqing, what's going on. So one day I go on YouTube, I found this video was recommended to me.
Really?
The biggest mega city in China you never know. I'm like, what could this be? I click on, and it's a video about Chongqing, and this Canadian guy was like, oh my God, this is so amazing.
This is Chongqing. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And I was like, this guy is fun, you know, engaging, and he's like, very excited in my hometown. So
it's a great city.
Yeah, I started following him, and then right around the pandemic, around 2021, was it 2021?
Yeah, well, yeah, 2021.
Yeah, and then you said you are moving to China. I'm like, this guy is crazy. This guy is crazy, moving to China in the midst of pandemic, and he did the whole video how he went through the quarantine process. I'm like, okay, this guy is either crazy or just really dedicated. But no matter what, I'm gonna follow his story because very interesting, and he has a very great YouTube channel called
Reporterfy Media, and I'm just hearing beeping sounds. Are we still recording? Good? Awesome. Okay, Carl, I mean, where are these people coming? I mean, this is a wall that's 21,000 kilometers. Where are all these people coming? And they're in damn good shape. I mean, where are all these people coming from?
Never underestimate Chinese aunties and uncles, let me tell you.
Hi there.
Because earlier, I was climbing the wall, and they're at a place where the wall was so steep, I almost gave up. And then these Chinese uncles and aunties just blow past me. So a lot of respect.
So, I mean, Carl, are you still in China?
Well, right now I am.
Yeah, okay,
I'm back in my motherland.
We're going to go down that road. Okay, no problem. So, I mean, when was the last time you were in Chongqing?
I was in Chongqing, oh my God, I was in Chongqing in 2002. That's 20 years ago.
What do you think's happened in the last 22 years in Chongqing?
A lot. Because I'll tell you, when I grew up in China in 1980s, you know, I look younger than my age. I was actually born in 1976, 1 month after Mao died. So I grew up in China the entire 1980s. At that time, I can tell you the tallest structure in Chongqing was this Liberation Monument in the center of the town. It's about 3-story tall. That's the tallest building in Chongqing. Now you can update us what happened.
Well, I mean, okay, so the Chongqing has the largest Well, one of the largest buildings coming up now is called the Chongqing 100. I went up that thing on an elevator on the outside of the building. Wouldn't suggest anybody do that, but that's, I mean, it's really coming into being a, you know, for Chinese, a very, very traveled domestic city. I think it is, if it's not, I'm told, maybe this is a rumor, that it is the #1 most traveled city in China.
It's called the 网红城市, or literally internet celebrity city in China. I never imagined that would be a thing when I was a you know, like a teenager back in Chongqing.
This is outstanding camera work, I got to say, by my wife, because this wall's not easy. I mean,
It's not. It's not.
You get maybe 20 meters of this, and then it's just down. Like, I mean, look at this. You know what I think of this? Every time I see this in the background, I think of somebody, one of my grandparents or something, buying me a puzzle at Christmas time, saying, "There you go, put it together." And you see this image, and you just think, this is history. It kind of is a bit chilling when you look at it. Like, you think, is that real? And then I don't know if you guys can see that.
You know,
but,
when I on the drive from Beijing airport to here, I actually thought this whole drive looked very scenic, almost like driving in California. Until the Great Wall start popping up on top of the mountain.
like, you see it's going all the way, it's snaking all the way. Oh man, this is unbelievable.
And this I mean, it is truly a Great Wall. I'm.
Wow, we're going to look at it from a camera angle here too. Very nice, very nice. So Carl, tell me, we had the discussion about your channel.
Yes.
We talked about my channel. I mean, you're going to help me on Twitter because I'm nothing on Twitter. And I'm going to help you work with you. Don't want to say help with you. I'm going to collaborate with you because you're a fascinating guy to talk about China, of course, with, but then other geopolitical things. I mean, you know, we spoke about friends yesterday.
Yes.
Meeting friends in this world and what are friends and stuff like that. I mean, to me, it's quite difficult in geopolitical times to agree with friends now, because we're in a very split world right now.
Yes.
And what's going on today, of course, this morning, some more adventures in the Middle East here.
Yeah.
It's only going to get more divided. And I mean, do most of your friends that you chum around with or communicate with, are they into geopolitics, or are they completally different?
So I live in US for 30 years, and I live very compartmentalized lives. You know, I also have very compartmentalized friends. You know, I have surf buddies.
Okay.
I have salsa dancing friends. I have and I have friends I can talk geopolitics with, like you, Alex. Yeah.
No, but let's take it another step. So when you moved, or let's say are you currently in the U.S. right now? Or,
No. So
secret location? Or is it,
so in 2019, just before the pandemic, I decided to do a China trip, and I was in China for 3 months. But then I got cabin fever because I didn't surf for 3 months. And
where were you staying in China?
I went all over. I went to Yunnan on the boat.
And you didn't go to your hometown?
No. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did go to my hometown in 2019, of course.
Okay,
so
okay,
4.5. So the last time I was in Chongqing was 4.5 years ago.
Okay.
Good catch. Good catch. So I visited my auntie, but then I went down to Yunnan. On the border with Myanmar, my friend was teaching English there. He told me China's largest water festival is there, or Songkran. It's the same festival as the Songkran in Thailand, because the Thai ethnic group living there, they have a very similar culture with the Thais. And so I went there. Had a great time. And then my dad came to visit, so I spent time with my dad. But I didn't surf for 3 months, so I was getting cabin fevers. I booked a trip for like maybe a 1 month tour in Bali, and then I love it so much. Before I went to Bali, my surf buddy back in California actually told me, he said, "Carl, if you love to surf, go to Bali. There's only one problem. If you go to Bali, you don't want to come back."
Okay, so
He was right. I haven't left. Well, I did leave, but I basically put down my roots in Bali now. I'm married, I have a kids.
Okay.
I built my house on the beach of Bali.
Do your
near
viewers
my
know this, or is this like this exclusive interview I'm getting? Do they know all this stuff?
I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to say everything, but I mean, do they know all this?
Maybe some of them know.
Okay,
Maybe
well
my
now you
long-term
know.
Followers, yes.
Tell us what's his channel all about.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh.
get to that. We're gonna get to that. So, what? You just called your channel after you?
Yeah, Carl Zha channel.
That's a bit bold.
I like to build my brand. I am bold.
That's good. So, when did you start your channel?
So I started my channel maybe around when I started like Bali, when I moved to Bali. So
Okay.
so a little bit after the pandemic, 'cause that's when I started. But before I wasn't.
Yep. We're just gonna fix the camera, guys. 1 second here. All right, we're back.
But before I wasn't really like serious about growing my YouTube channel because
Right.
I was using YouTube more as like advertisement for my podcast, the Silk and Steel podcast,
Right,
which is
okay.
everything about China. Because this is what is my passion. China is my passion. I love to talk about China, history, culture, politics, and I would put the free content of my podcast that's not on Patreon on YouTube.
Ah.
Yeah, but so my YouTube was kind of growing very slow until my trip to Moscow
Right.
earlier this year in June, just in time for the Prigozhin coup.
Did we do a live stream together on that?
Yes, we did.
We did a live stream together
Yes,
on that.
we did. And
That's great.
yeah, it's still on your channel, I believe.
Yes, it is,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Reporterfy Media.
Reporterfy Media, yeah.
So we, after I came back from Russia, that's when I start devoting more time to YouTube, talking about geopolitics, sharing my views on particularly China, and that's when I see I'm gaining some traction. So this is what I'm trying to concentrate my effort on right now. Yeah.
I'm just gonna get Yulia to pan the camera and just take in what we're taking in right now here. This is pretty amazing stuff when you think about it. It's quite beautiful. Let's take another level down here and just walk. And you can even see all the hills, as Yulia was saying earlier. Maybe we'll get Yulia on the camera. I don't know if she's gonna come on the camera.
Oh, come on.
Come on,
You'll be a more attraction than both of us combined because, you know.
But Yulia was saying that every day you come up here, it's a different palette because the trees are changing color.
Yes.
The seasons are changing here. So it looks like something new and different every day. To me, it's like a brand new painting every day. It's absolutely
Even
stunning.
with different lighting, when the different clouds of, covering the sun, it's just and look, there's RT studios setting up all along the wall. You
Is that
see
them?
where the light is reflecting, yeah.
So they're all the way out there. So did you guys climb? You didn't go out there, did you?
We went
No
all the way.
way.
We went
There's
all
no
the way
way.
this morning. Took us like hour
Is that
and a
okay
half
there?
to walk over there.
It's balanced? Okay, we'll just fix it again. Did it go out of balance?
Look, little
All right.
doggy, come.
So you just press this here, and we'll just press that there. And it should be fine. It should balance. Okay. Wow, even that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
go好
dog
乖啊，
I've
還等
seen
你。
on the Great Wall.
這個狗好乖啊，係等你，係專門等。
对对对。
The first dog I've seen on the Great Wall. Okay. All right, fantastic. So we're at the 20-minute mark here right now. Okay, Carl, I gotta now they got Mr. Encyclopedia all in one shot here.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, so these walls, they're built almost like a fortress, right?
Yes.
Is this where people would be sitting in the, when the barbarians were at the gate?
Okay,
they'd be
right
firing?
here, right here. These holes you see right here.
Yeah.
This is where they will drop cylindrical bombs.
Jesus.
Or
that sounds
just
lethal.
yeah, well, that's the point. You want to kill your enemies, and so this side right here is actually the north. So this is where the Mongol hordes will come.
Okay.
And yeah, so this is back then. If you have the proper manpower and proper stockpiles of weapons, you can hold this wall against pretty, massive assault. And that was the idea.
And every day they'd have to come in here and climb up and down these things, huh?
So actually, the Ming Dynasty General Qi Shiguang settled about tens of thousands soldiers, settlers, all along villages along the Great Wall. So their idea is to settle this land and also to defend it. So a lot of the locals today, they're actually descended from the Ming Dynasty soldier farmers that were moved here. So now that security guard over there on the wall, his ancestor was probably one of the soldiers stationed here.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you think, like if we look at, if we can bring the camera over here, maybe right where I'm standing, I mean, you see these mountain peaks there. Wouldn't that be enough to, see the enemy coming over those peaks and be able to prepare for it? I mean,
okay, so that's why you see there's a tower. There was a watchtower over there that provide advanced warning.
Yeah.
And you see this series of watchtowers on the Great Wall. What they do is, when they spot the enemy, when they spot a potential danger, a potential breach of the Great Wall, they will light up fire at night. And
Wait.
no problem. I'm going to continue to film, Carl, and Yulia's going to take a call for you.
okay, so this series of towers, any kind of emergency, any like danger to the wall, they will light up smoke signals. And then each successful tower will light up smoke signals. So the smoke signals will spread very fast. These are communication towers. And the emergency smoke signal will spread very fast. And neither will light up fires.
So, Carl. Okay, Mr. Encyclopedia here. I've got the camera, and I'm passing this mic on to Yulia for a second. She's going to say hello. And I'm going to film you guys coming back. We're going to head back, talk about heading back to what Carl's got to do now.
Yes, Carl, Carl is needed. So, hi everyone. I'm coordinating here the
Our coordinator, Yulia.
yes, events coordinator and fitness instructor. We've been hiking this morning. Carl did very well.
Thank you. I was actually huffing and puffing, and she just blew right past me. I was on my all fours climbing these walls.
Well, we've done this trail a few times, but
Yeah.
I think the longer you climb, the better you get at it.
Yeah, she said she gained her legs at the Chongqing, because Chongqing is a mountain city. You have to go up and down. And
As I said, the Great Wall and Chongqing has many steps in common. So steps is nothing new for Chongqing people, but you've been out of the city for a while.
I'm out of shape. I have, since my birth of my son.
Chongqing people are very fit, so I think these steps is nothing for the locals.
Yeah, I gotta get back in touch with my roots.
Okay, guys, well, let's wrap up the show here. Let's say our
Yeah.
goodbyes right about here.
Okay.
And this has been fantastic. What an opportunity to have the live stream with Carl Zaw on the Great Wall of China. It can't get any better than that. Can't get any more expensive than that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Anyway, guys, that's it from us here on the Great Wall of China here. You guys have a fantastic time. Don't forget to subscribe to this guy's channel, okay?
And his.
And
Reporterfy.
we'll play this on both of our channels so you guys will get to know us.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.